Here's the start of another reading vlog. I'm going to be starting off with The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. This is a novel told in letters, which I haven't read a book like this in quite a while, so I'm really looking forward to it. After this, I have zero plans on what I'm going to read, so I guess we're going to find out together. I do want to share what my last 5-star read was. I read it about 2 weeks ago. It is The One by John Mars. I'm hoping the sequel to this, The Marriage Act, comes into my library relatively quickly so that I can actually read this next. This book was good. It's about a 23andMe sort of company that matches you up with your soulmate, whether or not that is a good or bad outcome. Some people are married and they find out that their loved ones are not their soulmates. This is not a spoiler, but one of the couples that are matched is the guy is a serial killer and the woman is a cop, so that's pretty interesting. There's another couple that is married and they find out that they are not soulmates, so I can't give more away because I don't want to give away the book. But this was absolutely 5 stars. Read it in 2 days, which I haven't done in quite a while with the book, but I just needed to share this with everybody because oh my god. So here's hoping that The Marriage Act comes into my library ASAP. Now that I think about it, I should go through the books that I read in the last 2 weeks. The first one being The One by John Mars, which was 5 stars. The next one I read was also by John Mars, called The Vacation. Unfortunately, I gave that 2 stars and I will be unhauling it. I am going to a bookstore in February that will pay you for used books. So I'm hoping I can get a little bit of money from that. The next book I read was The Clinic by Kate Quinn. Unfortunately, again, this was 2 stars and yes, I will be unhauling it. And then finally, which I just finished a couple days ago, is The Ballad of Songbirds. You know what? Let me try that again. The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes by Suzanne Collins, a prequel to The Hunger Games about President Snow. She was a thick book. For the most part, I enjoyed it. I think I gave it 4 stars, so basically the entire, I won't be unhauling it. Basically for the entire Hunger Games series, I gave everything from a 4-star to a 5-star. I found the entire series very engaging, violent, and all that good stuff. Really, the series shouldn't be for kids. Like, at one point in one of the books, it describes, like, flesh melting off a kid's body? Like, what the fuck? I don't know why I just bleeped myself. What the fuck? And in this book, it takes place over the 10th Hunger Games, which takes place in an arena rather than, like, the arena we're used to for the older Hunger Games. And it, like, spoiler, one of the tributes gets killed, because he runs away, he escapes, he runs away, gets found, gets, hung by the neck so that everybody can see, and then one of the other tributes cuts him down, I believe basically decapitates him or something like that, and another tribute collects all the dead bodies of the previous tributes who have died and creates sort of like a cemetery. Like, again, how is this a young adult book? If this was a book that had an older age range of kids, these would be definitely adult books. I understand the social commentary. Suzanne Collins is very good at that. She's just extremely talented, and I can't wait to read Sunrise on the Reaping, but I'm kind of hoping that when it comes out in paperback, it comes out in like one of these really pretty paperbacks. But for now, I might read it on ebook and then buy like my trophy copy when it comes out in paperback. It's Sunrise on the Reaping is Haymitch's story, which I am extremely curious about, and to see what like basically broke him. Considering he's like an alcoholic when we get to like the actual book, The Hunger Games. So that should be good. I don't know when I'm going to get to read it. I just went through my Amazon wish list and put a hold of about 8 books on my library. Again, one being The Marriage Act by John Mars. Hoping that one comes in first. Highly doubt it will. But we're going to see what books come in first. We're going to see what book I read after The Correspondent. Surprise for you and me. Yeah, so that's where I'm at now. I will update you later. I'm pretty sure I'm feeling 5-star vibes from this book. Again, I'm reading The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. Almost about halfway through. She writes letters to various people, students, old co-workers, family, friends, and probably people I'm forgetting. Her letters are well written. The responses that she gets are also included, which is pretty cool. What else can I say about this? It's a pretty short book. It's about 200 something pages, so I'm pretty much flying through it. I don't think I'll get through it today. Hopefully tomorrow. I just don't have the attention span to do it. I've been going back and forth between tasks today. I'm feeling pretty restless. I've tried coloring. Didn't last very long. I made some stud earrings, which I will show in the next clip. I'm looking for some vendor fairs to sell. Excuse me. I'm looking for some vendor fairs to sell them at. But I haven't gotten a lot of replies, so we're gonna see how that goes. And while I'm reading this, I'm trying to decide what book I'm gonna read next, which is not necessarily a sign that this is a bad book, because again, 5-star energy. I just don't know what direction I want to go after I read this. I don't know if it's going to be a thriller or literary fiction or dark romance or fantasy. I'm not really sure. So we're going to see where I go from that. And I'm going to get back to reading. So these are the studs that I had made. As you can see, we have some, some message bubbles with pink hearts, some bow ties, some cute little squirrels, and a whole bunch of different kind of flowers. I'm not sure what I'm going to make next. I kind of want to use this little guy, but my dilemma is, what am I going to paint that little star in the middle? If anything, I do want to make more studs. They're just fun to make, you know. And then this guy, I'm not really sure how it's going to turn out when I press it into clay. What I wanted to do was put that, into this, but I think this one is just going to be too big for it. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have more flowers. Whoopsie is apparently the word of the day. I have more flowers that I can do. These ones, those ones, these little guys. I think I might do these ones green. I have a really nice seafoam green that you know what, let me try talking correctly. I have a really nice seafoam green that I can do. I'm not sure if I want to do these ones pink because I do have some pink ones here, some pink ones here, plus some purple. Maybe I can do them blue. I have this really nice peacock blue that I could use. But I'm not exactly sure where I want to go with that. So these are the studs that I made. They're out of the oven. They are cooled off. I just have to put the backings on them and then see where I go from there. I do want to share a custom earring that I made for my friend. It's a little reading dragon. Her favorite color is purple. Second favorite color is black. And then I have this little gem on the bottom. I also made, oopsie, let me try this one. I also made this guy, which kind of reminds me of Beauty and the Beast, which is one of my favorite movies of all time. With the rose, you've known it. You know it if you've seen it. And then I also made these ones, which I think the light pink perfectly goes with it. So yeah, that's what I've made so far. I'm not sure what I'm going to do for the rest of the day regarding clay. It's been a long time since I've sat down and actually worked on clay. Kind of had a little roadblock in there. I wasn't feeling very motivated to make some, but you know what? The day's not over. There's plenty more time to work on it, and even if I don't do it today, I definitely have more time to work on it. So yeah, these are what I made. Felt like coming at you with a sort of mini book haul. This has probably been like the past 3 weeks. These have been piling up. Again, it's not a lot, but it's something. We're going to start with The Correspondent by Virginia Evans. This is the one I'm currently reading, and I am almost done with it. I'll be finishing today. Next, we have the sequel to Dungeon Crawler Carl. Say that 10 times fast. This is Carl's Doomsday Scenario by Matt Denman. I really love these colors. What? I'm very tired. I'm super overtired at this point. I love the colors of the cover. I'm not gonna. Next, we have A Killing Bolt by Kate Alice Marshall. It's a thriller. Just picked this one up today, and because of my Barnes & Noble's points, I only paid $6 for it. Next is The October Film Haunt by Michael Wehunt, which I said that wrong. The October Film Haunt by Michael Wehunt. Again, I love the colors. Look at the spine on this one. It's really gorgeous. So I'm excited to read this. I think it's about like a film festival that happens in October. It happens. The rising star of the October Film Haunt, a trio of horror enthusiasts who camped out at filming locations of their very favorite scary movies, sharing the love of horror through their popular blog. But after a night in the graveyard from Proof of Demons, which I'm guessing is one of the movies, perhaps the chilling cult film ever made, everything unravels. So that should be a good read. It would be a good fall read, but like honestly, I'm gonna read this incoming year. Next, we have Anatomy of an Alibi by Ashley Elston. This one I've been looking forward to for a while. It came in the mail yesterday, so this one is at the top of my TBR. And lastly, for the ones that I have, like bought myself, is Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I keep hearing really good things about it, and finally I was like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna buy it. It's a woman in space. It's the first woman to go into space, so like, yeah. And then we have two that I just got from the library. The first one is Kills Well with Others by Deanna Rayborn. This is the sequel to killers of a certain age, which I thought was funny and brutal, and it's just a good time. You know when books are just a good time, and I didn't realize they were going to come out with a sequel for this one. Saw it in the bookstore a while ago, and I was like, need it. But I was like, not enough to buy it. And then lastly, one I wanted to read for a while, Kill for Me, Kill for You by Steve Kavanaugh. Two women basically agreed to kill each other's husbands. So that should be interesting. So yeah, so those are the books that I have bought or borrowed or have come to my possession of some kind or some way. Again, I'm not refilming this because I'm fucking tired. Okay, I'm gonna go change into sweats, make a peanut butter puff sandwich that I don't think I've eaten today. Do as I say, not as I do. And then I'm just gonna read for the rest of the night. So yeah, that's what I got going on. Okay, so we're going to acknowledge the fact that I did dye my hair and it came out pretty good. I'm very excited about that. Do I have black on my face? Oh, I do. That's lovely. Thank you, hair dye. Oh yeah, that'll be... I think I got it off. What we're not going to acknowledge is the mess behind me, which I should have addressed in the previous clip, but I didn't. So update, I have finished The Correspondent, 5 stars. This was so good. I haven't read an epistolary novel, which is a novel written in letters, in a very long time. I think the last one was 84 Charing Cross Road. That sounds familiar. That one was very good. This one was phenomenal. It was about a person who was writing to all different manners of people, family, neighbors, friends in far places, family members she didn't necessarily know she had, and then there's this one long unsent letter that is like peppered throughout the story. God, this is on my face, it's really bothering me. How did I not notice it before? I should have seen the ending coming. Sadly, I didn't, and I was still upset by it, but it was such a good book. I read it in 2 days, so I don't know if that is an indication, but it should be an indication of how much I loved it. My next read is going to be a library book, so I can get it back on time, is Kill for Me, Kill for You. Again, from what I understand, this is about 2 women who agreed to kill the other woman's husband. Let's check if I'm right. One dark evening on New York City's Upper West Side, 2 strangers meet by chance. Over drinks, Amanda and Wendy realize they have much in common, especially loneliness and the intense desire for revenge against the men who destroyed their families. As they talk into the night, they come up with the perfect plan. If you kill for me, I'll kill for you. In another part of the city, Ruth is home alone when the beautiful brownstone she shares with her husband Scott is invaded. She's attacked by a man with piercing blue eyes who disappears into the night. Will Ruth ever feel safe again while the blue-eyed stranger is still out there? As these storylines collide in this Hitchcockian and heart-racing psychological thriller, Kill for Me, Kill for You grips you and doesn't let you go, and doesn't let go until the shocking conclusion. So maybe they don't plan to kill each other's husbands. I'm not really sure. I will let you know as the story goes, as long as it's not a spoiler. But from what I just read of the synopsis, I don't think it'll be a spoiler. So yeah, this is my next read. It's creeping on like 9:30, so I'm not sure if I'm going to start it tonight. I have learned my lesson on not starting books at night because I tend to go to bed really late, but I just took my meds. They haven't kicked in yet, so why not start reading? Well, I felt like I was gonna read today, but I'm not feeling 100%. My sore, no, let me try that again. My throat is sore, throat lozenges aren't really helping, my face is red, which usually means I'm getting sick, which sucks actually, because I was just sick like a couple days ago. 102-degree fever, chills, body aches, the whole thing. I'm not sure if I've kicked it yet, but I don't have a fever, so that's a plus. Like I said, I did dye my hair yesterday, and I kind of love it. So I'm gonna either nap, probably, and then try and read. Again, my next book is Kill for Me, Kill for You by Stephen Kavanaugh. That would be like my ideal. Today we ran a bunch of errands this morning. I don't know, I'm just feeling really run down. It's probably from when I was in the hospital. I probably caught something. There was stuff going around the unit, and it just was bound to hit eventually, you know. So yeah, that's where that is. I also got this 2026 reading tracker from Novelly Yours. What I like about it is that it's pretty much just stats. Like, we have, let's see, new releases tab. We have, let me switch hands. We have wish list and pre-orders, which I'm going to fill out. Reading log, which I will definitely be filling out. I've already read 4 or 5 books this year, and it's only February. Reading challenges. It says you can create your own bookish bingo, which I'm probably not going to do because I'm not that creative. And then, who knows what this is? Series tracker. I don't really track the series that I read, but maybe I should. I'm currently reading 2 series right now, and they're long series. I just started the Dungeon Crawler Carl series, which I believe is 8 books, and I'm 8 books deep in the Expanse series. Let's see, what is this? 2026 book tracker. Choose a theme or stat to track. Maybe I'll do pages? Not really sure. Haven't decided on that one. And then this is the same thing. But the tab, if I can get back to it, says shade in grid. Okay. And then we have a dot. Did I go past it? Oh, and here's our dot grid. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm going to use that for. But every month you have the calendar, you have new releases, monthly goals, books that I've read, and wish list pre-orders. Also you have at the end of the month, oh no, is it the end of the month? No, these are just books that I've read when I finished, when I've started, the rating, title, author, all that happy stuff. I think this goes for a couple pages. Let's see when this stops. Okay. January DNF log. I did not DNF anything in January, so that's fine. Book haul. I have to remember if I actually bought any books in January. I probably did. And this is the recap. This is the one that I thought was on the first page. But I like it. It's like total books read, total number in series, standalones, total owned. And then this is like my favorite. So I really like this. What is this page? Oh, this is cool. Genre. This is like a graph that I can put in for ratings, pages, format, all that stuff. So yeah, I'm pretty much looking forward to using this. Because I don't have to worry about writing any reviews. So this should be fun to use. I'm looking forward to it. So I just picked up a shit ton of books at the library. Most of them I had on hold that came in, plus one that didn't, that I was quite surprised that the library had. So the first one is The Birdwatcher by Jacqueline Mitchard. Hold on, let me hold this better. Can you see that? Yeah. Again, what is this one about? Something creepy, probably. When she's convicted of 2 counts of premeditated murder, no. Felicity Wilde, a brilliant grad student turned high-priced escort, cries out, "I may not be innocent, but I'm innocent of this." So, I'm not going to read the rest of it, but that should be really interesting. The next one is Buffalo Hunter Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm going to give him another chance. I tried reading The Only Good Indians, but I just couldn't get into it. But I've heard he's a really good author. One of my favorite booktubers loves him, so I'm really going to try. Let me see if I can. So I'm really going to try this one and see if it's any good. And then we have The Marriage Act, which is the sequel to The One by John Mars, which I loved. The One, I read it in 2 days, 5-star read for me. I think it was my first or second 5-star read of the year, something to that effect. But I'm not going to look at the synopsis because I kind of want to be surprised. Next, let's see if I hold the phone this way if this is better. Next is They Never Learn by Lane Fargo. And it says, every year, Dr. Scarlett Clark plots the demise of the worst man at Gorman University. She's avoided drawing attention to herself, but as she's preparing her biggest kill yet, the school starts probing into the body count on campus. Keeping her enemies close, Scarlett insinuates herself into the investigation and charms the woman in charge. Everything's going to plan until she loses control with her latest victim. So that sounds really interesting, and I wanted to read this one for a while. Kind of bummed they added it in mass market, but I'm not really gonna bitch about that. Next we have another John Mars. Sorry my camera keeps going in and out like that. I just apparently don't know how to hold my phone. Is You Killed Me First, again by John Mars. Hoping this, I'm not gonna hold up hope that it's as good as The One, but I am holding up hope that it's better than The Vacation, because that one sucked. Next to last we have, what is this one? Your Favorite Scary Movie. I believe, How the Scream Films Rewrote the Rules of Horror. I don't watch horror movies, but I am interested in the genre via book, so this should be a really interesting read. And then this is the one that I wasn't sure the library would have because it's a new release and it's a sequel to a really popular book. It's a sequel to The House in the Cerulean Sea, and it's Somewhere Beyond the Sea by T.J. Klune. I'm not going to read the synopsis because I don't want to give anything away on the first book. The first book, again, was 5 stars. Oh God, I'm getting a cold and I don't like it. Says everyone who's ever gotten a cold ever. So yeah, those are the books that are the ones that I just picked up. I think if I had to guess which one I'm going to read next, I think I kind of want to start with They Never Learn, only because it's been sort of on my TBR the longest, and I do always prioritize library books. Only because of due date. Oh, Jesus, sorry. Only because of, Jesus Christ, Megan. Only because of due dates and such like that. I'm not refilming this. I do not feel well. I am not, no, fuck that. So if you don't like how this segment is filmed, tough shit. But yeah, that's how I feel on that matter. So I'm going to go lie down. I'm going to go continue reading Kill for Me, Kill for You. Because I've been sick the last couple days and been in the hospital due to other physical ailments, I haven't been able to read in like 3 days, and that bothers me. So I'm gonna go read that. So I will check in with you later. You know what irks me? When I go to switch from photo to video, how it like zooms in on my face, and I have like T-Rex arms, so it's only so far back that I can get you. But still reading Kill for Me. Hold on. Let me try that again. Still reading Kill for Me, Kill for You. I am just under halfway through. Oops. I'm just under halfway through. I'm really enjoying it so far. I don't want to say at what point in the book I'm at because I don't want it to give anything away. Some stuff has just gone down. A lot of shit just went down in a very short amount of time. I just ate a peanut butter and fluff sandwich because I'm very New England. And that is like the sandwich of Massachusetts, and it's delicious if you've never had one. But unfortunately there was some residue left. So a lot of shit had just gone down in a very short amount of time. So now I'm just kind of like going through it much faster. I wasn't going through it. It hasn't been a slow read. I don't want to say that. Let me hold the book up. It hasn't been a slow read. Not saying that at all. It's been at least medium paced, and now it's getting fast paced because I want to know where this is going. I want to know what word do I want to use? I want to know what the consequences, what the outcomes, what the just what's gonna happen. I mean, there's no going back from anything that we just witnessed. And there's still halfway of the book to go, so I'm really kind of wondering, like, what's the dealio? Sorry, I won't ever say that again. But I'm really enjoying it. I don't know why it took me so long to read it. It's been on my TBR for like over 2 years at this. Wait, when was this published? This was published. Of course, when I want to get to the pages, my nails are getting in the way. It was published in 2023. So yeah, it's been on my TBR for at least 2 years, maybe since it's come out. I don't remember. I have a shit memory. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and I can't see this so far. I can't see this being rated lower than a 4. I don't think it's going to be a 5. It's just not pulling at me like that. But I don't think it'll be anything. I think it'll be in the 4 range. Also want to show off my new Comfort hoodie, pastel edition, which I almost showed you my phone. I'm using my phone to record this, so yeah, that's smart of me. But it matches my phone. I guess this is a new favorite color of mine. I have a bag that I take to one of my medical appointments that I just cram with stuff because it's like a 2-hour appointment that I am sitting there. I do ketamine for depression. It's for treatment-resistant depression. It's also works in your advantage to get approved if you've been hospitalized, which unfortunately I have a bunch of times. It's not nothing is a magic like pill fix, but we're trying this and we're gonna see if it works. And I just bring my headphones, I bring a book which I can read for all of like 30 seconds before it hits. And then as like that last hour, it's a 2-hour appointment. As that last hour is winding down and I'm kind of getting back to myself, I can read a little bit before I get picked up. But I just shove a whole bunch of shit in there. And the bag is this color. My wallet is almost this color. I have a throw blanket that this color. I would say this and maybe like a mauvey pink are my favorite colors. Not that you really give a shit, I'm sure. But yeah, so I just wanted to give a quick update. Me and my Discord buds are planning a live watch party, I should say, for the opening ceremonies tonight. God willing, they're better than what the French did, because the French made some choices. A lot of choices. if you catch my drift. But yeah, so I'm gonna put back on some ASMR reading, crackling fireplaces, cozy coffee shop, no music kind of vibe. So yeah, that, why do I do that? Go behind the, nope, go behind the phone. You know what? One of these days I'll get it. Today is not that day. I will catch up with you later. It is currently 5-ish. No, it's almost 6 in the morning, I think. Yeah, something like that. I can't get back to bed. I have tried for the last, 40 minutes. So I've just been watching YouTube videos. But my goal is to finish this book today, so that I can finish this vlog today, because it's been going on for far too long. Or I'm just reading more slowly than normal. I can't really tell. I'm tired. So yeah, I'm gonna finish this today. I've got way less than halfway to go, so I'm gonna finish the video that I'm on. I'm currently watching Books and Lala, my favorite comfort YouTuber. I highly recommend. I also just watched the Opalite music video by Taylor Swift, and it was all the 90s nostalgia that I needed. It was perfect. I'm sorry. Jesus. It was great. Very 90s. Very wow. Yeah, that meme has probably died out. Anyway, it was really good. I enjoyed it. Glad I could watch it on and not have to wait for it to be on YouTube, which would be tomorrow. Which, oh no, if I had to wait, God forbid. So yeah, so I'm gonna go back to reading. I have more than 100 pages left, but that should be fine, right? Something to that effect. So yeah, and I get back to reading. I also wanted to say that after my last update with this book, holy fuck. That after my last update, I turned the page and the story exploded. Completely went from 0 to 60, which it was already at 60, so went from 0 to 100 real fucking fast. I was not expecting what happened to happen. And it was literally the next page, and I was like, oh god, I gotta update. But then I was like, no, I should read more, and I should have more info before I do that. No, it was, holy Jesus Christ. Oh, sorry, I'm yawning. It's like I said, it's 5 something in the morning. And normally I wouldn't vlog this early, but my roommate's not home, so haha, joke's on her. Hopefully she'll find that funny when she watches this, if she watches this. So yeah, this motherfucker here did something that I definitely did not expect, and that's good. It was a good unexpected thing. It wasn't I was oh no, plot twist. No, it was I'm not mad about what happened. There was no way I was gonna see it coming, and everything that has happened since then, I like when I can't guess the twist, and there have been quite a few at this point. Like I said before, I was about halfway through, so clearly something was gonna happen, and did. It wasn't wrong. I usually am, but this time I wasn't. So yeah, so this, just like tapping these nails on the, sorry, I'm 12. I just, it was something I just didn't see coming at all. So, yeah. Okay, that's really it this time. Now I'm actually gonna get back to reading.